All right, y'all, we finally have some beautiful weather here in the Spring, Texas area here in Zone 9A. And since we're about to get into this collaboration video that I love doing every month, it's fun to show everyone what's going on around the country. Because, 3 weeks ago I was dealing with this right here, and now we're dealing with this. So things are definitely changing around here. I'm sure they are around your neck of the woods also, but sit back, relax, let's have some fun on this coast to coast video. All right, so like I started the last coast to coast video in January, let me update everyone on our friend Brian from Next Level Gardening, also Little Homestead Big Dreams. I mentioned in January they were dealing with some stuff, needed prayers. He has let everyone know that his wife's father had passed away, and they were dealing with obviously the grief and the mourning and everything of that loss to their family. They are all doing well, still obviously going through everything with that loss, and they told me to let you all know they appreciate all your prayers, all your love, all the support that y'all have shown. So for now, let's continue keeping his family in your prayers. All right, so let's talk about the garden right now. Now, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything and try to hide everything I got going on out here. This garden is a mess right now. It's a wreck. I think we've only had about 5 days since the cold, the freezing temperature. So I've been slowly doing stuff. Y'all, I still work a full-time job, so it's kind of difficult to get out here. But one thing I just noticed, honestly, and I totally wrote these off. The Swiss chard, y'all, it's coming back. Got some red right there, some yellow right there. Well, I'll show you all the garlic here in a little while. But let's go ahead and, man, I got a lot of work to do, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. But let's go ahead and get started on this coast to coast. Let's jump over to North Carolina and check out what Project Help Desk has to tell us today. These two are just crack me up, y'all.
Welcome back to the Project Help Desk Garden. In glorious Zone 7B, oh wait, we have a confession to make. While we used to be Zone 7B, as it turns out, in 2023 they reclassified our location. We are actually now Zone 8A. We've accidentally been lying to you all this time. One day, it's 70. And the next day, it's 50. Supposed to rain again this afternoon and like the next 2 days. And there's another chance of frozen stuff later this week. While it looks like our plants took a beating, our garlic is still alive. Our carrots are looking kind of sad. Pitiful. So part of the revelation of the new zone is that they actually also changed our last frost date, and it's actually farther out than it used to be. At one time, we were actually April 1st. Now our last frost date is all the way out between April 21st and April 30th. Everything is ready to go, but we keep getting that one last freeze. And one way we want to sort of get away from that is this is a greenhouse. The rest of the greenhouse is right here. It's a 10-foot by 12-foot door on the end, 4 panels on the roof to let the heat out. Can this be an option? We're about to find out, and you will see this in some future updates as well once we can get a base put in out there and start to get this installed. Everything is all cleaned up and ready to go. One thing that I saw from one of Chad's videos that he may be interested in is this right here. Basically, it's something for when you're doing inside stuff and you don't want to get everything dirty. It folds up completely flat and small. You can throw it in a drawer, but you unfold it, you snap it together, and you actually have a waterproof dirt container to sort of do all of your gardening inside the house.
Ooh!
So one thing we've been trying to do is get into other things that provide food that are the permanent stuff. For starters, we're going to sort of go the Chad route and go with a bucket container. One thing that comes in very handy, the bucket grip. Basically, it gives you a handle on each side of your bucket, so when you need to move stuff indoors, you don't have to fight with the one handle. You can actually just carry it like this. Your local Lowe's or Home Depot does sell these for about $10. Thanks to all the videos out there. Our first Baker Creek seed haul.
You said we're going to limit the number of seeds we're planting this year.
It's like craft. You start looking, ooh, that'd be cool. Ooh, that'd be cool. Bought you flowers for Valentine's Day.
Some assembly
required. So yes, and we got our 3 free seeds. 2 of them were actually peppers, which I'm happy about. 1 was a carrot. Our Tomato Challenge 2025 plants that we will be doing this year. And in fact, this year it's going to be sort of an internal one as well. Wife versus husband. Who knows? Maybe I'll even get me a tractor.
That's a no.
Soon we'll go ahead and get our seeds into our starting mix. and start getting those grown for the season coming up. And a special thank you to Chad for actually inviting us to be a part of this series each month. We actually do enjoy putting these together for everyone out there to see. And by the time you see this, there should be a longer version of this video on our channel, in case you're interested.
And maybe.
No.
No. I was going to say it would be really.
I was going to say it.
Okay, so right off the bat, no tractor for you, okay? You're not getting a tractor. Stop asking. Just kidding, man. You probably deserve a tractor. I don't know, you got a lot of land. I wish I had all that land. But hey, that greenhouse idea is great. I wish I could have one, because I'd put it right over here. I don't think I need it, though. I don't get really cold here. Y'all definitely need a good greenhouse, and I like that idea. I think it's going to be great watching y'all put that thing together and get it going. And, dude, I love the... I got you some flowers. Some assembly required. Come on, y'all. If y'all didn't laugh at that, something's wrong with you. I think those bucket grips are a great idea. I haven't got them yet. I just use my fingers as the grips. You know what I'm saying? And, okay, so they brought up the hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025. I don't know. They're doing an internal challenge. Whose team are we on, y'all? Team husband or team wife? Probably team wife, right? But I love having y'all on this video each month, for sure. Oh, and let me say real quick, y'all's garlic look good. I thought it would do good once the snow melted. Looks great. Carrots, hey, carrots are carrots. They're finicky as all get out. So, but yeah, your garlic looks good. Let's jump over to Louisiana to my boys Dale and Chuck over on OSKG, Old Southern Kitchen and Garden, and see what's going on over there. Dale, take it away.
Howdy y'all, Dale here from OSKG, and today it's super cold and rainy, as you can see behind me, but the show must go on, as they say. So let me give you an update on our Coast to Coast garden segment. A lot of it is stuff that you've seen growing previously last month. As soon as this rain and cold weather goes away, we've got new stuff to get in the ground, but let's get to it so I can get inside. We are going to start off here in the garlic bed. All the garlic is looking pretty good. It's all getting size to it and all that stuff. After the garlic, we've got one of the carrot beds here. I'm not sure which kind this is supposed to be, so let's pull one up and see if they're ready. Okay, these, I'm guessing, not that this one is a tasty looking one, but I believe this is supposed to be the Parisian market carrot. They're little circle carrots. This one had a little growth on it, but there's one of the carrot beds. We've got our collard bed that's looking beautiful and tasty and ready to be picked. And right now in this weather is when I could use a big old pot of collards and some cornbread. We've still got Brussels sprouts hanging on. Look at them. It might be time to pick them big boys right about now. We've got our onion bed over here. This is the onions I bought from the co-op. I'll show you the house onions that floated around the mail for a month in just a minute, but these from the co-op seem to be doing great. Here is one of the beds that, as you can see, some critter got into it. So I guess if the critter had to get into one of the beds, I'd prefer it to be one of the beds of the onions that floated around the mail for a month, since they probably weren't going to be able to make it anyway. Another bed of the sickly onions that, as you can tell, don't look near as good as that first bed. And y'all, this rain is getting harder and coming down colder, so I gotta start talking faster. Our purple cabbage is finally starting to form heads. And over here we have another bed of carrots. And last but not least, y'all, we have all our little cabbage heads over here growing, looking pretty and cute. Look right there. That one's forming a big old cabbage back there. So look at it. This one down here might be starting to as well. But this is our coast to coast garden update. for a cold, wet, stormy Tuesday afternoon. I hope all's going well in y'all's gardens. And we will talk at you on the next video or the next update. Bye, y'all.
All right, well, since he's showing his cabbages, I thought I'd show my one. Yeah, I'm about to harvest that cabbage. It's time for it to come out. But, okay, right off the bat, Dale, bro, dedication to the video, to creating, to everything. You're filming in the rain. Mad prop. All right. Besides the dedication and him filming in the rain and everything else, their garden looks good, right, y'all? Like, be real. Cabbages look good. Garlic look good. Carrots look good. Everything looked good. So, y'all are doing it good over there in Louisiana. I'm excited to see where your garden goes this year. You've definitely got the brassicas down, so I can't wait to see everything else that comes out of OSKG throughout the year. And are you all entering the hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025? I'm just curious. Kind of throwing that out there. All right, everyone, right before we continue on, if y'all have enjoyed this video so far, do me and all of these creators a favor. Go to our channels, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Join this community of truly like-minded gardeners here on YouTube. All the links are down below. Look at what the freeze did to the tops of these radishes. Now, I don't have a clue if anything is even... Yeah, see, that's supposed to be a black Spanish radish. Doesn't look too good there. Let's see about that one. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that one, y'all. Okay. And then nothing. So there we go. I had one good radish. And if you've never grown those black Spanish radishes, they're pretty good. I don't like radish at all, but I actually like those. So take that for what it's worth if you're not a radish person. So let's jump back up north to Illinois, check in with the crock gardener, and I believe he has a special guest.
Hey everybody, Doug Crock Gardener here. Alongside me today, I have a special treat.
Kid Croc.
We got Kid Croc with me here. Hey, what do you think of my hat?
Good.
Stylish, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very appropriate because we are getting, again, some cold temperatures. It is snowing right now, and we are going to be dipping down to like 5 degrees tonight. Tomorrow night, I think it's supposed to be down to 5 again. Wednesday night, it's supposed to be down to 1 degree Fahrenheit. That's 1 degree Fahrenheit.
I'm not going inside.
Yeah, so it's not supposed to warm up again till Sunday. The following week. So we are still staying put with our plants that we got going. A couple weeks ago, I did do some Brussels sprouts and broccoli that I had sitting downstairs that really was getting too big for the containers. I put the Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and cabbage all behind me, and I did another low tunnel for everything. So we are working on keeping those plants warm. We do have Christmas lights in the 2 new tunnels. Hopefully they'll stay warm.
And guess what he calls them?
What?
A little town of Bethlehem.
Yeah, at night it looks like the little town of Bethlehem from the house. You can just see little huts with little lights. So downstairs, what have we been doing downstairs? We planted what?
Yeah, we planted our tomato seed challenge and our single seed challenge.
Yeah, so we got our single seed challenge on its way and the big tomato challenge on its way. So you guys need to go check that out. Go out to Chad. Well, you're at Chad's channel. Go check out Chad's entry video on that. So we got those planted. We do have our peppers planted down in the basement. They are going strong. We are going to work on planting some more plants in terms of peppers, different flowers, different things like that.
Onions, even.
We do have onions. I got some onion seeds that I had planted. Those are growing good. I'll have to see if I can take you down there for that. And I do have onion starts ordered from Dixondale Onions out of Texas. So let's also check out the garlic real quick. So hey guys, here's the garlic. There's really not much to see here. Elephant garlic, which does not count for the Big Garlic Challenge 2025, but I still want to grow some anyways. But yeah, the garlic is under some snow. Hopefully the snow will insulate it. Again, guys, if you guys are interested in seeing how these low tunnels do, these hoop houses do, let me know. check out my channel. I got a whole playlist on my winter gardening series. It's more of an experiment than a how-to, so you guys can learn with me. Cheers, everybody. Thanks, Chad.
All right, Kid Crocs, good to see you back on the screen, out there having fun with your dad, out in that cold, cold weather. The Hoop House, y'all, go check out his cold weather gardening series. He's on point up there. He's definitely in the cold. 1 degree? No, I'm good. You can keep that up north. I'll stick to the 100 degrees down here. Y'all can have those freezing temps. I don't want that at all. Putting the Nebraska's out, putting the Hoop House over, and putting those Christmas lights in there just makes sense. Gives that extra warmth that they need. And they are obviously in on the hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025 because Croc Gardener is the reigning champ from 2024. So of course they're in it. But I can't wait to see where you all go. You're in for it this year. There are so many people joining this challenge this year that I am beyond excited about. And because of that, y'all know I love to go in, type in the hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025 up in the search bar of YouTube, and then that will populate all the videos, all the shorts or long form videos that hashtag has been placed in the description of. That way we can all see and cheer each other on, support each other, and just see who all's joining the competition. And there are so many this year that I've got to do some shout outs. Okay, I think I'm gonna start giving some shout outs throughout these videos and just encouraging people. So let's start off with this young lady right here. Y'all know I preach and preach and preach. Get youngsters involved, get kids involved in gardening, introduce them to gardening. Go over and check out Growing with Rocky. Give this young lady support. Show her the love of this gardening community and what she's doing, because she has entered this challenge. And how awesome is that? Makes me super excited. We got the next generation, not only gardening, y'all, but actually on YouTube. That's awesome. So go over, give her some support. And then also Sowing Seeds for Sustenance. She posted her very first YouTube anything, and it was a short for this challenge. So go over, also show her the love and support of this amazing community of gardeners that we have here on YouTube and on this channel. Now let me throw out some more. There are so many, you all, that I can't list everybody, but ones that have been popping up in my comments and posts and everything. Let me just give some names here. Dakota Daydreams, check out that channel. Jen Joy, she's joined in. Shay's Urban Edibles, Jamerica, Christy Lynn Outside. Her channel is at 97 subscribers, y'all. Let's bounce her up past 100, all right? Go over, give every one of these YouTube creators, these gardeners, some support and love. And then the final one that for today, Rookie Gardening Journal. She has been posting and all on this challenge, and I just love this interaction, this support, and the community that we have here growing on this channel and here on YouTube as a gardening community. So everyone that I mentioned in this video, all their links will be down below. Go give them all support, and let's just keep having fun. Okay, now let's jump back over up north, but one state over from Croc Gardener over into Indiana, and let's check out Big Wheel Dog 82 in the soil and see what's going on up there in his neck of the woods. Take it away.
Hey guys, Big Wheel Dog 82 in the soil, and here in Indiana Zone 6A, I'm starting to get jonesing for that spring warm up to come. So right now, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what's going on here that I'm doing to prep for that warm up to come, which mostly includes a lot of my cool weather crops. Eventually we're going to be getting to all the other stuff like carrots and turnips and radishes. You know what? Now, let's just take a peek at what I got going on. Alright guys, what we've got going on here is my grow rack. And I mentioned in my, just mainly my cool season. And that would be my onion starts, which I just recently topped them all. And they're coming on pretty decently. On this tray, I've got some chives, cilantro, holy basil. This one right here is parsley. And these two are also the same as the front one, which is garlic chives and some more cilantro. Here, in this one, a little bit more going on. So in here are cabbages. And then what we have here is mainly kohlrabi, which will be going out as soon as any of my wicking beds are enough, I guess you could say, to put them in. So they're ready to go. And then here we have my celery, which is, you can see, is sprouted. I tend to overseed, and then once they get about 2 or 3 true leaves, I will prick these out and then put them into individual cells, just like everything else is. As well as I overseeded my rosemary and thyme, and since I have 2 here and 3 that are here, I'll be pricking those out here probably in a couple days and doing the same. So that's just my process. It makes it easier, it saves space for a while, and it tends to work for me. Oh, and then down here, as you can see in the purple growlets, that's just more of my lettuce that continue to grow. Wraps up what's going on here, and I hope a lot of you guys are just as antsy as I am to get going here in the spring. And make sure you get your plants started so that you have already got them ready to go when it's time to get them outdoors. So I hope to see you guys sometime here showing what you've got going on, because I sure am going to be showing on my channel what I've got going on. So you guys, take care of yourselves.
All right, Will Dog's got a lot going on up there. He's constantly busy doing so many things. And for those of you that have not gone over to check out his channel, he is an Air Force vet. No rivalry here. We all had U.S. on our chest here, so I'm not gonna do any of that inter-service mingling, but we all know Marines are the best. I'm just saying, what happened there? Just messing around. Go over, check out his channel. He's a disabled vet just like I am, and he does videos that are geared toward people with disabilities, along with gardening and everything else. So if you know someone who is looking to get into gardening, you know someone who is gardening, but they have disabilities, definitely send them his way and have them check out his channel. Reach out to him. I'm sure the interaction and everything would be great. He could maybe come up with ideas of what people are needing in that realm. So yeah, now, again, for those of you that don't know, him and I are the ones, well, he's the one that challenged me to the garlic challenge. So right there's my garlic right now, today. It's looking good. Went through 2 freezes, 4 inches of snow, and definitely can't complain about that. Him and I are doing the hashtag garlic challenge 2025. I'll put a link to the video that explains all the rules right here. Go check it out. If you've already planted your garlic, guess what, y'all? Technically, you're already in the challenge. I mean, how amazing is that, right? Now let's jump over to Florida, down there in Destin, and check in with Bowtie Life. Take it away.
Well, hello folks from Destin, Florida, Zone 9B. This is the Bowtie Gardens. I'm Bowtie David, and we have had a few things going on this month. We talked last month in our Coast to Coast about growing some patience, and we are still cultivating a bit of that patience, but because we are getting ready now for the new season. And of course, we looked at another freeze earlier in the month, and that was a bit of a surprise to me because it was not in the forecast, and Chad had some of that too. Actually, I think, Chad, you got it a little bit worse than we did, but we still got the freeze, and ever since then I have been watching soil temperatures because I have learned not to plant out things until the soil gets warm enough. And you can see here that we have been sticking the thermometer in the ground, and right now the temperatures are running around 60 degrees, where about 2 weeks ago they were at the upper 60s. And so with this last freeze that we had, we're looking at colder soil yet again with a little more ground to gain. We have turned off the irrigation, of course, and I'm hoping that with a little bit of irrigation we can start getting that soil back up to temperature and ready to go. Additionally, the other big project we did is we did a lot of cutting out of brush and stuff that has been needed to be cleaned out for a very, very long time. a long time coming, and it was a wonderful feeling to get 8 pomegranate trees in the backyard, all pruned back and looking beautiful. Half of them have never been pruned in the 3.5 years we've owned this, so that was a major accomplishment for me. The blueberries are pruned. We actually topped our fig tree and one of our loquat hedge trees. So we're getting there, getting ready for a new season to start growing. Of course, those loquats are already growing. They are an evergreen, and they like to grow all the time, and as soon as it starts to warm up, they got going. We also trimmed back the grapevines, which was a big task, and I trimmed it down a little bit more. I used to run 2 cordons off of each grapevine, but I've gone down to 1 cordon because this trellis just simply is not big enough for this many vines. And I originally started with 11. The next year I had 7 or 9. Well, now we're down to 4, which is more like it. And so I'm hoping that grapevine, that grape trellis will be far more productive this year. And I have to hope that I get the grapes before the birds, simply because I let it sit there a month and my ADD took over, that's all. That's about everything that's going on. You see a lot of weeds in the garden. We're about to start mulching with cardboard and killing a lot of these weeds. We have a few plants that we're going to be consolidating in different places. We have our hot peppers overwintering. We have 20 of 23 hot pepper plants still surviving. Thanks for following along, folks, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Well, little baby peas. Not bad. Not bad little snack right there. Now, those peas have been through 2 freezes. They didn't actually taste like peas. They actually tasted really, really sweet, which cold will bring out the sugars and everything in a lot of crops. Those are definitely sweet peas, for sure. All right, Bowtie brings up a really good point. Soil temps, y'all. That is one thing I never even think about. And that was a really good point. Soil temps. You want to make sure that when you're planting your seeds, your starts, that you're not just focusing on the temperature up here in the sky. You also got to focus on those soil temps. Very important. Something I hadn't even thought about. Make sure that you are planting your starts and seeds when your soil is ready. That's incredibly important. Great point right there. And man, I am so jealous of your blueberries. I cannot grow blueberries. Now I'm thinking of doing a experiment based on something I read. I'm still reading, I'm still researching. If I choose to do that video or that experiment, I will definitely post it here. Blueberries are real finicky. They need a ton of acid and a very acidic soil. So yeah, very jealous of your blueberries. I wish I had those growing. Now my blackberries grow great, but blueberries I just can't grow. He brought up grapes. Grapes are one crop I swear I wish I could grow here, but I don't plan on being in this backyard, this house, forever. I do plan on moving to a more permanent, long-lasting home a few years from now. But grapes are something I really want to grow really bad. I think it'd be so fun to have just grapes growing up a big trellis, kind of like what James Prigioni over on the gardening channel does. He has a huge, if y'all haven't been to his channel, go check that channel out. His energy is insane. I love it. But he has grapes growing up these trellises and they just hang. It's totally awesome. And then I am really jealous, Bowtie, of your overwintering pepper game, because mine, this is my one. This is a chocolate reaper plant, and I'm pretty sure the doggone thing is dead. It's dead. Yep, it's dead. So, obviously I have not figured that out yet. I probably overwatered it. I don't know. But your pepper game is going great, and I'm going to come over there and steal some. All right, everyone, so that's the video today, the end of February. Now, what have I been doing over the past month? out here? Well, really nothing, because it's been freezing cold. Freezing, and I mean legit freezing, below 20s. Then we had snow. Then we were in the 70s for like 4 days. Then we're back in the freezing for 7 or 8 or 9 days. And now we're back here to this. And the forecast looks fantastic. That's why I've already started doing things I should have already done. Like, obviously I haven't cleaned all this up yet from when I pruned the roses. I showed that video the other day. I still need to take out everything, all of this, prep this bed, get all these weeds out of here. Tie this into the irrigation system, fix that bed actually, because that's gonna be the sweet potato bed. I have a lot that I still need to do, that I'm doing. I've got so many starts inside, itching to get outside, but can't get them out this early, not when we're not ready yet. And I haven't even started hardening off the tomatoes yet. So I have a lot to do. March 1st is, what, 2 days away from this video. That's my last expected frost date here in zone 9A here in the Spring, Texas area. So I've got a lot to do. I'm sure you all do too. If you're watching this video, I know some of y'all are up north. You're probably like, man, I wish my garden looked like this. But now's when you all could be preparing and prepping and planting your gardens, your seeds. Get everything prepared so when it's time for you to get stuff out, you have your own starts. Now, my advice, if you are gonna go buy starts from the big box stores, y'all try to get the starts that have multiple plants in each one. That way you're getting double the plant for the same price. If you have the time, order seeds. It's such a cheaper option. You get more involved in the gardening process, the just everything about this process of growing crops. And to me, I feel like I'm more accomplished by starting my seeds inside and then getting them out here in the garden. Now, some stuff you need to just direct sow. I get that. But if you can grow seeds, start seeds, and learn that aspect of it, especially as a beginner gardener, it's only going to make you a better gardener. I'll get off my soapbox. So everyone, thank you for stopping by, checking out this coast to coast video that we do each month. This is truly one of my favorite things that I do each month. Putting this all together, showing everybody what's going on around the country. And again, if you're a YouTuber and you're in zones 4 or 5, or even in the other zones, and you would like to join in on this video collaboration, by all means, drop a comment down below or go over to Instagram, Down Home Backyard Gardening on Instagram, and message me. Let's talk. I'll tell you how all of us do this collaboration and see if you can join. I would love to have a Canadian ambassador or even a subscriber from another country. I think it would be a lot of fun to really start showing what's going on around the world, around the country, at the exact same time. Because that's what we do. We all film this video in the same time frame, and then I put it out at the end of each month. So on behalf of all of us, y'all take care, God bless, and we'll talk to y'all again real soon. Bye. Okay, so just a little bonus thing right now. I pulled this Mizuna out of this bed literally a week ago. It was still freezing. And y'all, they're still alive. They're still growing flowers. How crazy is that? I love nature.